Shanti. Very good morning, dear friends. This life is not a bed of roses. कबीरा जब हम पैदा हुए, जग हंसे हम रोए, ऐसी करनी कर चले, हम हंसे जग रोए. When we were born, the world celebrated and laughed and smiled, and we cried. But we should work in such a way and give so much to this world that when we are departing for the heavenly abode, every individual should feel our absence and cries, and we shall be contented. And thank God that you blessed me with such a great desire, dream, that I succeeded in making this planet smart, and people are missing us. They feel our absence. That should be the very motive of life. My life has been full of terrible misfortune, most of which never happened. Dear friends, what happens? There will be a lot of suffering in this world. So we have to be so much strong that these sufferings, sorrows, griefs should not perturb and disturb us. There is nobody on this globe who has not suffered in his life. The birth itself is the most suffering one. And as Buddha told, the root cause of suffering is desires, unlimited desires, attachment to everything, lack of forgiveness, lack of contentment, and Panch Kusangi Sang, the devils which we have got as an animal passion: Kam, Krodh, Mad, Lobh, Moh. Kama, Krodha, Tatha, Lobha, Hridaye Tishtanti Taskara, Gyan Ratna Apaharayo, Tasmat Jagrata Jagrata. The lust, the greed, the anger, the attachment, the ego, they are all devils. They will really ruin us. माया तजे तो क्या तजे, मान तजा नहीं जाए, बड़े मान मुनिवर गए, मान सब उनको खाए. The ego, the vanity, is also one of the great cause of suffering on this earth. We create a lot of enemies. Nobody loves us. Nobody like an individual who is egoist. We have to be fragrant. An egoist person is the most ignorant person who is saturated with venom, worse than a serpent. But dear friends, through wisdom and enlightenment of our soul, the Sapt Gun Sampanna soul, the 7 elements, if it is showered on the soul, we can overcome all the sufferings of life. Let's share some ideas. Don't waste your life in doubts and fears. Spend yourself on the work before you, well assured that the right performance of this hour's duty will be the best preparation for the hours or ages that follow it. No longer forward nor behind, I look in hope and fear, but grateful take the good I find, the best of now and here. It is not work that kills man, it is worry. Work is healthy. You can hardly put more on a man than he can bear. But worry is rust upon the blades. It is not movement that destroys the machinery, but friction. Don't worry, be happy. Care kills the cat. What is to happen, that will happen. Face it boldly. Be just and fear not. Let all the ends thou aim'st at with thy countries, thy gods and truths. This is William Shakespeare statement. Never let life's hardship disturb you. No one can avoid problems, not even saints or sages. On this planet, which is Martyalok, everyone has to go the grindings. And those who can resist it, persist it, they will really glitter, because a diamond cannot become shining unless it has been ground with friction. Ask yourself this question: will this matter a year after now? Dear friends, greed will also attack you. When you see some beautiful things, we will try to acquire it by hook and crook. But ask yourself one question: can I live happily without these things which make me corrupt, which tempt me to violate rules, regulations? And that will make you strong. We can live with so many things on this globe peacefully and happily. Don't allow greed, don't allow anger, don't allow hatred to overpower you. Take shelter of spiritual ideas. Forgive. You can survive without so many things on this earth. Peace and happiness does not lie in attaining the material world, but the spiritual world. Our goal of life must be to enjoy every moment with love, grace and gratitude. Make it a formula of your life. Do not anticipate trouble or worry about what may never happen. Keep in the sunlight. This was once told by Benjamin Franklin. Don't anticipate unnecessary troubles. Don't fear. Face the present moment bravely, like a lion's heart. What will happen will happen. Nobody can avoid. Even Ram has to be banished. Even Sita has to be kidnapped. So every person has to undergo turbulence, disaster, disadvantages. But he is the man who really face every challenge in life, smilingly, boldly and bravely. The mind that is anxious about future events is miserable. Present fears are less than horrible imaginations. Let us be of good cheer, remembering that the misfortune hardest to bear are those that never happen. How much pain have cost us evils that have never happened? It is the trouble that never comes that causes the loss of sleep. Live in each season as it passes. Breathe the air, drink the drink, taste the fruit, and resign yourself to the influences of each. I never think of the future. It comes soon enough. It is idle to dread what you cannot avoid. See some other sides of the hills. He neither fears his fate too much, or his deserts are small, who dares not put it to the touch to gain or lose it all. The rose is fairest when it is budding new, and hope is brightest when it dawns from fears. Dear friend, face the life bravely with lot of faith in Lord. अवलंबन है अखिलेश्वर का. God is always with us. Open our mind. He will guide us. He will take care of us. Nothing is impossible for that limitless Almighty Father. As you know, the footprints on the sand, God is always taking care of us. God is walking with us in every moment of our life. And as God is walking with us on the sands, we see two prints, two legs from us and two legs from the God. And sometimes there are only two prints. And then God says to the person, look, you are in trouble. I am lifting you in my lap. Don't feel I have left you. We the people forget God. God never forget us. He is so kind, He is so compassionate. Trust in God. Believe in God. Have faith in God. Have faith in yourself. साई किए सब होता है, बंदे से कछुनाई, राई से पर्वत करे, पर्वत राई माही. That should be the spirit. Everything is destined. As Chanakya told, when a child is in the womb of the mother, everything is pre-planned and defined. His lifespan, his acquisition of wealth, knowledge, wisdom, his time of death, and all other activities what he will perform. Our life is a script written by that Almighty great God. We are the character of that great novel. Be very brave. God cannot write a bad character. We are heroes. Act like hero, behave like hero, work like hero. Every moment is precious. Use it. You will set a new record in the world. You will become an example for every mortals. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.